you like to drive around and talk about the latest happenings, this is the channel you need. So subscribe and follow Carmentary.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Carmentary. Neil Hartmann here with you, driving in my highest van, which I call the Stormtrooper. It is March the 18th today, 2020. New slogan, 2020 sucks. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Yeah, you know, it is really turning out to be a strange year. It's getting stranger by the minute. Usually I record my Carmentary episodes and sometimes I take a couple days to edit them and upload them to YouTube. These days, the news and things are happening so fast, so fluidly. Everything is changing so quickly that I literally am tempted to go live. I might have to turn this into a live broadcast. I think you can actually do that with a GoPro and a cell phone. You can broadcast direct. Anyway, maybe in the future. I'm also thinking of changing the name of the show to Carmentary, but we don't want to watch that, do we? I am going to kind of give you an update though today. I think a lot of people now around the world, now that pretty much the entire globe has, well, it's a pandemic now officially. Japan was a bit of ahead of the game of everybody. When I dropped my original Carmentary episode talking about the coronavirus, I think everybody in the States and Europe was still kind of like, oh, that's that Asian thing. And now the situation has completely exploded. Very different. I actually now feel almost lucky and grateful to be in Japan. Like, whoa, I didn't expect that like 2 weeks ago. Everybody was like, oh, Hokkaido, the most cases of corona in all of Japan. Ooh, don't go to Hokkaido, terrible, dangerous place to be. And now, kind of feels like we're on the lucky end of the stick here. Again, as I said, things are changing so fast. Who knows? Maybe a week from now, I'm saying something completely different. Really don't know. But just to give you an idea of what life is like here in Japan, after the declaration or the state of emergency was declared in Hokkaido, we went into what I would now refer to as a soft lockdown. There have been and are ongoing lockdowns going on around the globe. Italy, France, New York, state of emergency. Canada closes its borders today, on and on. Hokkaido, you know, our mayor of the island made that statement, and then after that, the rest of Japan kind of followed suit, canceling all the schools, so the kids have been home for a couple weeks now. Things like that. But what we don't have going on here is it's not a complete lockdown. It's not like you must stay home, there are police roaming the streets to make sure you do. It's not like that at all. It's a soft lockdown in that it's advised that everyone should just chill out. Basically, that's kind of the statement. Everybody chill out, okay? Kids are off school. If you can work from home, work from home. If, you know, events are canceled. Obviously, these big things, sporting events, are being run without audiences. The spring sumo tournament is a big thing in Japan. They're running that without an audience. So you have these massive sumo wrestlers smacking each other around with no audience. So very quiet, kind of strange feeling. But restaurants, bars, cafes, convenience stores, everything's open. But sorry folks, my memory card was full. I had to go back and delete some old files. Where was I? So yeah, everything is still open, but you know, people are taking the state of emergency, the declaration of emergency. I think Japanese people, you know, they're diligent, they're honest, they're serious. They're taking this seriously, obviously. So a lot of people have stopped going out. A lot of people are avoiding restaurants and bars and department stores and everything. So, but as you can see, there's cars driving around. I was just downtown, and there are people out walking around. I would say 90% of the people, maybe even more, have masks on. So you can feel okay, we're being cautious here. We have the mask. We're spraying our hands down with alcohol every time we go into a store or a shop. Everyone knows what's going on, and we're doing our best, but life is still sort of going on. That's the state, that's the situation here in Sapporo, Japan, on the island of Hokkaido. Now, I have been traveling a little bit to Niseko. I went to Furano, another city about 2 hours to the east of here, smaller town, more countryside kind of town. And I do notice less mask usage the further you get from Sapporo, this city of 2 million people. So the more into the countryside you go, I think the more people are like, I don't know, there's no one around anyway, what do I have to worry about? That kind of a feeling. It's farmers, it's workers, people aren't as concerned. So obviously the more density, the higher the population, the more people are concerned, and they're wearing the mask, they're watching the news, they're getting freaked out. Now, the Hokkaido coronavirus numbers still somewhere under 200 officially, I believe, 170 something, increasing, but not increasing at a ridiculous pace. Can't talk on the phone while driving. That's illegal. So that's basically what life is like right now. It's gone into sort of a slow motion kind of feeling. Business is very impacted, even though it's not a complete shutdown and bars and restaurants have not been told to close. If no one's coming, it may almost be worse in that you have costs because you are still open. You are paying your staff to come and work, and no one is coming. It may almost be better if you're told to shut down completely, and then you don't have electricity and gas and staff costs. Obviously you're still going to lose money. I don't know which would be better. But I am grateful that we are not in a complete lockdown and being forced to stay inside our houses. I can only imagine how stressful and depressing that is. I mean, it's depressing enough just being a conscious adult in this wacko year of 2020. Just waking up, watching the news, or reading it on your phone or whatever, it's like, you just want to scream, let me out of here. The unfortunate thing about this is that now there is really no place to go. Natural disasters, we had a huge natural disaster, 8 years ago here in Japan, a major tsunami that led to a nuclear meltdown. So it was natural disaster combined with industrial disaster, radiation. I mean, I thought that was bad, but you could get on a plane and go somewhere and get away from it. We didn't. We were here the whole time. We never left. But you had that option, and there was that feeling of, we've got a bag of emergency stuff, and we got our passports ready. If all hell breaks loose, we're gonna get on a plane and we're gonna fly to the southern hemisphere. We'll go to New Zealand and we'll be safe down there. That was the feeling at the time. This particular situation does not have that feeling. It's like there is no place to go because, first of all, they might not even let you in their country. If you get on a plane and try to fly somewhere, you came from Hokkaido, we're not letting you in. That could be one situation. Or you could get somewhere and then suddenly they close their borders and don't allow travel anymore, and now you're stuck in some place that may be even worse than where you were to begin with. So it's like, let me off the planet, man. That's the only, like, send me to the moon. Yeah, okay. I guess that's about all I have to communicate today. I was going to try to keep this one under 10 minutes. It ran a little bit over. Hope you enjoyed that. Please keep the comments coming, and I will keep these Carmentaries updated as frequently as possible. I think we need to up the tempo these days. I will try to talk about other things too, to keep it light and humorous, so that we don't all have to just, focus on this Corona thing. Okay. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, everybody, please subscribe, like, and drive safe.
If you like to drive around and talk about the latest happenings, this is the channel you need. So subscribe and follow Carmentary.